Okay, so this is the last part of the social media plan. So to determine if social media is actually worth the effort and the money and the resources, businesses should be measuring if it's successful, right? That makes sense. So each social media platform provides metrics, yet they vary greatly in the way that they measure these things or the function of what they're actually measuring. So Facebook's got likes, whereas Twitter's got retweets, right? So it's much this, or no, a retweet would be like a share. But so they're much the same thing, but they've got different words for it and different different social media platforms can do different things as well, right? So you can do things on TikTok that you can't do on Facebook and so on and so forth. So, what are you measuring? There are some common themes around there, thankfully, which helps us. And there's just so many, right? So if you're thinking about Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, like WhatsApp, all those ones there, Pinterest. Now you got to measure all that stuff. So each platform's got its own metrics. It's just too much. So you get analysis paralysis. So what you need to do then is go, well, let's determine some key performance indicators, and these I'm going to go through a few of them, and these will help us to work out whether we are successful or not. So first one is total number of followers or page likes or subscribers, and I've got an ellipse there, ... which basically means whatever it is that your application is, there'll be some metric measuring the number of people that have shown interest in your business page and that have liked it, followed it, whatever, subscribed to it. Now, having many followers or subscribers does not ensure a large social media reach. This is quite important. People go, oh, I've got this many followers, I've got this many likes, I've got blah, 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 page likes. But it can be actually quite detrimental to good marketing, and I'll tell you why. So large audiences can actually dilute the reach as not everyone sees the post. So the algorithm, so I've got here, actual fact, so organic reach of Facebook and Instagram is for, which was this? So Instagram was in 2021 was 13.9% and it's dropped down now to 9.4%. For Facebook it's even lower, was 6.53% and now it's at 4.32%. So that means if you share something to all, you share something on Facebook, less than 5% of all the people that like your page will see that. Now this is on average, right? So the algorithm says, well, who are the most likely people that want to see this? So if you've got lots and lots of likes on your page, but the majority of those are in your target market, that 5% could be going out to people that just aren't interested in there at all. And they used to have companies that they were called like farms, and you'd pay these people and they'd just go out there and they'd get likes for your business pages. It was really cool because you go, oh, I've got 20,000 likes on my business page, but they'd all be some random fake Facebook accounts in Southeast Asia somewhere that would just be like farming, and they get paid for it, and business would be like, oh yeah, this is good value, I've got 20,000 likes, that's going to be a good thing, right? No, it's actually a really bad thing, because if they are fake Facebook accounts, they're not customers. You want to be connecting with your customers, like with your target market, with the people that are most likely to want to buy from you. So that can be quite misleading, and people still do this. They go, oh, I've got this many likes, but if they're not good likes, if they're not in the target market or engaged people, then it's just a waste. So people have said, the total number of likes or followers, whatever it is just a vanity one if it's not done properly. If it's organic, for sure, because that's indication of the people that are generally interested in your content. But if it's fake likes, right. So follower growth. So this is a percentage increase in followers or likes and stuff like that. So we keep track of, is it going up, is it going down? And like I said, if it's going down, it's not necessarily a bad thing. And then impressions or views, the number of people who have seen the content. Now this is quite an important one, because like with display advertising, we're paying for so many people to see it, and this tells us, well, how many people have seen it. So that's quite an important metric. Now engagement is another important metric, and this is done by reposts or retweets or repins or whatever it's called on your social media application. But basically, when you post content to the social media platform and users are re-sharing that within their network. So it's a reliable measure of the quality of content where a user wants to share their network. It could be, like when we say reliable, overall it's reliable. You can get extreme cases where you'll post something that was really bad or inappropriate or stuff like that, and then people are reposting it for bad reasons, going, I can't believe they said this, or how bad is this, or I'm never shopping here again. Look at this, I'm never shopping here again type thing. But generally, when you post good content that adds value, people are reposting it. That's a good thing. Likes and comments indicates a positive attitude towards content. Comments show that the people, they care enough to make a contribution towards the conversation that you're facilitating. The engagement rate is percentage of users who have engaged with the content over a specific time frame. So it's not just per post, it's usually how many engaged users do we have. What's our engagement rate for Facebook, which is how many people that like the page are actually engaging with the page for that month or whatever time frame. Now, measuring loyalty. Now this is my favourite part of social media. I don't think I've made any. I haven't hidden that for a moment. In my professional opinion, in my expert opinion, it's the best way to do social media by developing loyal relationships with customers. I know there are other ones, I've talked about that, but this is the hardest one to do, and it's the most valuable one to do. So when we're measuring loyalty, we talk about things about conversion rates. Now, this drifts away from the concept of loyalty because we've got the relationship approach where it's all about customer lifetime value and things like that, and the way that they think about your business, the way that they feel about your business, the way they behave towards your business. And it drifts back to the transactional approach where it's like, well, how are they buying, really? Are they making sales? So the percentage of conversions from the content posted on social network. So be careful about focusing your conversions on only sales. You want to think about something that's more meaningful but related to relationships. Purchase frequency, the number of purchases made by a customer within a specified time frame. This data can be hard to acquire, and like most things in marketing, the more advanced and the more valuable they are, often the harder it is to do. But that's right, that's why we teach you these things. So this data might be hard to acquire, but they may not be attributed to social media marketing. We've talked about attribution before and the difficulty of applying attribution. Really, we need to see social media marketing as a part in an overall marketing plan, right? So if someone is buying with you and their purchase frequency is increasing and their customer lifetime value is increasing, you go, oh yeah, good, look at my social media efforts. But it could be other reasons as well. You've got new sales people on and they're really good at, they've got a good relationship with them, and it could be a heap of different, or your business is slightly repositioned, or you've decided to sponsor, like from a strategic perspective, sponsor their favourite sports person. So they've got there could be many reasons. So it's not all social media. But generally we want to track that, measure that, and understand the contribution that we make to that. Now, social listening measure. So we talked about this, what this is. So we will be measuring the volume, which is the total number of social media mentions. And that includes both positive and negative mentions. So how often are people mentioning our company or our business or our product? And that'd be quite hard because sometimes these social listening tools don't get all the mentions, or they include mentions that aren't quite accurate. But then also the sentiment. So it's one thing about how much they talk, like the volume that they're talking about, but is the content that they're posting or the conversations that they're having, this user-generated content, is it actually positive towards our business, or is it negative? Right? So more volume, if it's negative volume, is a bad thing, right? Or is it neutral? Now, the topic, so what are they communicating about in the network? What are people's perspectives of artificial intelligence and using that for marketing? Do we want people to know that we're using artificial intelligence to target them on social media, or do people feel threatened by that? Like, what's the sentiment there? And so that's not so much about business. It's about a topic that's related to our business. What's people's perspectives on climate change? Do they still feel strongly about climate change, or is it not really so important anymore? Like all these topics that are going on. So that's it for this week's lecture. I look forward to seeing you in the workshops where we can talk about these concepts and we can apply them through the workshop activities. Goodbye.